Into it, brother. I'm happy with that.
All right, welcome to Half-Ass Gamers, guys. Or Half-Ass Gaming. I don't remember what the fuck we've called it now. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Welcome back.
Half-assed gamers.
We so half-assed we don't even remember the fucking title of the podcast. Yeah, welcome back. We're recording on a Monday.
We are.
Like the day after I was supposed to upload, just because I kind of fucked up and totally was asleep when Nick messaged me being like, "Hey man, you want to do the podcast now?" And I was just asleep, so that's on me.
You need that some days, but that's fine. Like I said, I actually played games while you were chilling yesterday, so it was good.
Yeah, that's true. So, why don't you start us today?
Yeah. So, there's been a bunch of cool game news as well, so we'll touch on that because we were very excited about that. But I've been playing a bit more of the PlayStation. I've just been at Cats, so it's been good. So Ghost of Tsushima, I've been playing quite a bit of. Still haven't really touched too much of the story. Yesterday, I was it was really cool. I jumped back on. I played for a couple hours, but I was literally just riding to a location. Yeah. And you know how the wind guides you and everything like that. I was just riding along, following the wind. And then, it was the moments where the bird with a little yellow sparrow would fly down, and then you'd follow it, and it would lead you to a side quest. I ended up doing I think 3 side quests in that hour and a half, 2 hours, without even going to the main story. Just progressing my character a little bit, getting some new traits for him, but literally just side content, man. It was actually crazy how amazing the world just flows, how easy it is to jump from I was just literally jumped on to do one quest, but had to ride, I think it was 2 kilometers across the map. And as I was doing so in that hour or so, helped this poor person find his brother that was stuck in a village. Take out some I was going to call them Mongols. Is that what they call them? Mongols? No.
Mongols, Mongolians.
Yeah, Mongolians. Yeah, so I took out a camp. That was really cool. I learned a new stance that's the water stance. It's really good at breaking shields. I'm feeling such a boss on the combat side of things. So I'm having a field trip in that game, man. It is beyond a treat. But then another game that I downloaded yesterday, just because I want something a little bit more casual, and then Kat can play it also, was Immortals Phoenix Rising, that I've played before. I didn't fully complete it, but we got it on the PlayStation 5 as well. Holy, that game is stunning. It's taken that I love. It's because Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a great game. I was sitting there, I'm maybe I should have just downloaded Assassin's Creed Odyssey. But because I want Kat to kind of play, the humor in Zeus and Prometheus, arguing, the whole story, the combat's super basic, but enough depth in there that you can have fun with it. The world is gorgeous, on the PlayStation 5 on the big TV, gorgeous. But they're the 2 main games that are very kind of similar, but kind of not. One's very over the top. I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima in complete Japanese, just with English subtitles.
Yeah.
Combat's brutal.
Yeah.
The world's stunning, and then you go to Phoenix. It's very lighthearted, very simple combat, great story. Still got your mounts, got your horses, objectives to do. So yeah, it's been good.
Awesome,
It's been good. But that's literally it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good, man.
That's kind of cool because it's I've been kind of pretty bad playing video games of late. So I went onto my I've got at home on my PC. I've just deleted a bunch of games. I'm just trying to focus more on games to play. So once I'm home, I'm going to try and smash out Spider-Man because we can get Miles Morales on the PlayStation Plus. So then I can play Miles Morales with the DualSense controller, and really I'm excited to play that on the PlayStation 5 setting. So I'm kind of keen to smash through Spider-Man now once I'm home doing that. But yeah, he's been actually gaming. He's been gaming.
Yeah, man, that's some good shit. I'm glad to hear, man, because Ghost of Tsushima was genuinely I was playing it on stream, and
it's such a good game.
Ages ago now, but oh man, that game is, dude. I did almost every single side story before I even did the main missions.
Yeah.
Like,
it
I
was
was
just
so fucking good with the bow by the point that it was like no reason to use the sword, but like I still loved using the sword.
It's just kind of fun. Like, also they've updated Steam. Steam looks really good. I don't know why.
They have, yeah. They recently did that, and it looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Really just been vibing like the PlayStation. That's been good. A couple of different games on it, but I've just been taking it pretty easy. Holy shit! I don't know why. I've opened up Steam. This has kind of blown me away.
Yeah, man.
I don't know why. It just looks so good and so smooth.
A UI update, I think I want to say last week.
Yeah.
So if you haven't updated Steam, go update that because it looks real nice. Like
I don't know why it like looks so nice. It's so weird. It's like the same Steam, but all the pictures just like they kind of pop. It's like they've done something to the
kind of like they've turned the saturation up. They've put a bit more like glow on things, I think, and stuff. Like it's just
like I'm looking at screenshots for some games, and it just looks. They look so good.
Yeah, everything's just a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. I hope you'll actually get around to hitting that Spider-Man up because
Yeah, I've got to finish that.
Great fucking game.
Because Miles Morales, I can just get on the PlayStation with that PlayStation Plus subscription. But I kind of don't want to just jump into it without finishing the OG one. And because I own the OG one, I really don't need to go and buy it again. Knowing me, I could. I don't know if they've got like a PlayStation 5 version because I was thinking of like maybe going to EB Games.
Miles.
Okay. Oh, it comes with Miles if I bought.
Yeah.
Oh. Does that mean if I download Miles Morales on I'll have to have a look at that. If I downloaded Miles Morales from the PlayStation Store, would it come with it as well?
I don't know on that one. I know that the physical version, they come together in like a pack.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the digital download's the same.
Yeah, well, I need to figure out like how for PlayStation expandable memory to make it like a little bit bigger. I want to have a look at that today once I finished here because I've got a couple of different hard drives that I want to take that I could like plug in and put some games on.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know too much about that side.
Yeah, because I was looking at maybe going to EB Games today. That I probably shouldn't. Kat's been really good. She's like, finish the games before buying new ones. And I'm like, haha. Been doing this for 26 years. It never happens, but we're trying to get better. But I might like pick up because I want to play. I bought Dying Light 2 for PC that I've got.
Yeah,
but it's really cheap. I think for PlayStation at the moment. So I was like, fuck it. Might pick that up on PlayStation to play on like PlayStation. I think it's like $28 or something like that.
Yeah.
Pick it up. So it's like.
You do have to play on PC with my brother at some point, though.
Yes, 100%.
And I'd be down to play again because I think I still have it installed, so why not?
Were you playing it the other day when I joined the stream? No. You were playing.
No. What was I doing? I don't even remember now. It was not even that long ago, but I still don't remember. I genuinely don't remember what I was playing. But what was I gonna say now? Fuck. Yeah, Dying Light. It's a lot of fun, honestly. But it's one of those games that is, I don't think it's balanced for co-op, but it's more fun in co-op.
Okay.
Just because you can do some like really cool, crazy shit in it. But yeah, no, definitely when you if you feel like playing it on some PC, we'll hit that shit up.
I've got it on PC. I'm 100% down to play it on PC.
Because it is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing with Nick, and the only reason that I stopped playing was I just kind of did everything to do in it at the time. But now there's been like updates. There's been some new content come out and stuff. So I'm like, oh yeah, maybe it's time to go back. Yeah, no, that's good though, man. That's good. Anything else you've been doing or playing in the meantime?
Not a lot. That's pretty much it. That's been good. Haven't really played a lot of Switch recently. So
No, fair
yeah,
enough.
like that's about it actually.
Cool.
I've just been vibing it, doing all the fun stuff. So
Yeah, no,
mainly
that's good,
those two
man.
games. So,
Yeah,
but
awesome.
I'm trying to think. Nah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Cool. Yeah, all right. Well, I've been playing a couple of things. So, Hong Kong Massacre, which,
Oh,
if you don't know, is a game that was inspired by Hotline Miami, but
mm,
with more John Woo kind of style to it. And it was a huge inspiration for one of my favorite scenes in John Wick 4. So I had to play it, and holy fuck, that game is hard as hell. I'm tempted to play it on stream, but I know people give me shit because of how bad I suck at it. So I'm like, nah, I'm not going to touch that. um, uh, Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous from GOG.
okay. Haven't heard of
Really,
that
really
game.
good game. Yeah, it's kind of like Baldur's Gate, but it's based in Pathfinder instead of Dungeons and Dragons. So it's a fun game. I've been playing a bit of Bolt Gun, which is boomer shooter styled. It plays more like Doom Eternal with the visuals of like an old school game, like pixel art Doom OG style art style. But the actual game itself plays like Doom Eternal or Doom 2016 or something like that. Like it's kind of fast paced, a lot of fun. And playing some more Breakpoint. I've been trying to get through the rest of the story, get through the other chapters, the other episodes, and it's been a lot of fun. Um, I was actually talking with Locke on Saturday about it because we were just chilling in here in Discord, sorry, and I was like streaming the game to him, and he's like, "Damn, I don't remember Breakpoint being that pretty." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure it had a lighting engine overhaul."
Oh, okay.
Because genuinely the lighting in the game looks fucking incredible now.
That game was a lot of fun. Like a
It
lot of
really
fun.
was. It like the biggest problem. I want to actually do a proper review of it. I say that knowing I won't, but I want to, um, because it's kind of one of those games that like it had a really rocky launch. It played like shit for a long time. Then they did the NFTs thing, and like because of how the UI was made, it was just like really like it put a lot of people off.
Mm,
But the game itself was actually a lot of fun, and it's been really good. And like I finally hit story completion of 100%,
yeah,
and that's only taken me 116 hours, but I've gotten there in the end. Um, I did so. I have 68 hours of co-op time, and then 48 hours of solo.
that's crazy.
Yeah, and so I've put over 100 hours into it, but it's been a lot of fun. Like it's kind of just a nice game because it's a bit more, especially they released what's it called? Operation Motherland, I think, or something like that. No, was that one? I don't remember. I think it is. It's like a new kind of expansion to the game. Um where you're fighting, it's supposed to be like a Russian invasion of this island, right?
Okay.
Um, but it's a lot more punishing if you go loud. So there's more incentive to actually play slower, to play stealthier, to play, carefully, um, as opposed to running in there, guns blazing, shoot up everything, blow things up, make a big scene. Um, because you will genuinely like get shit pushed in real fast. There are dudes that turn invisible. Everyone's like heavily armored. There are guys with fucking rocket launchers and armor. Like it really rewards you for playing careful and slow and like. And I think that's really sick. I've always loved stealth games. I've always loved playing
That's been like
like
the
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 Metal
thing
Gear
that I
series and stuff.
enjoyed about those games the most though is like you can do the stealth with it. Because it's like for certain enemies, it's like a one-shot headshot, isn't it? Still in Breakpoint.
Depends on the game mode that you play, but yeah, for depending on the weapons as well. If you're in stealth, one shot is usually a headshot. Like headshot, sorry, is one shot. Yeah. But I kind of like that because, like, realistically, unless you're hitting certain parts of the head, you're probably gonna kill someone if you shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it rewards you for playing stealthy, so you want to get a bit closer or you want to stay at like long distance. You're either clearing bases by sniping or you're getting in there and trying to be like real Splinter Cell, be as tactical as possible, not trying to alert everyone and get the base on, maximum aggression mode. And like when they call in backup, fuck me, man, it gets hard because you start getting like attack helicopters and like drop ships like coming in with dudes, like more guys that are more armored, and then like everyone knows your location. There's mortar strikes and there's traps and shit that they set as well. Like they actually set mines, they set like laser traps and stuff that do like cloud gas damage.
That's sick.
It's really, really cool, and I've been really, really enjoying it.
I love that point. It was like one of those ones that was hard because I really enjoyed the OG Wildlands.
Wildlands was so fucking good.
And Breakpoint was like so different to it, but it wasn't at the same time. Yeah, but I like Breakpoint was great because I remember the full, like, I loved it that they went, you could do like a kind of no hard, more realism mode. It was a little bit more punishing. I remember playing with you guys a little bit. I only jumped in with like you unlock a few times, but yeah. So I'm kind of excited to hear that they've done a bunch for it. And it's cool to see that you've been jumping back into like games that, and this is like one thing that I talk a little bit about with Ubisoft. But you've been playing a lot of like the Division 2, a lot of Breakpoint. Like these games are still getting supported now. Like these aren't new games. These are still oldish games, but it's great to see them.
I will give to Ubisoft is, unlike a lot of companies, they don't give up on games right away, at least of late. Because like Division's in year 5, they're still releasing content. Breakpoint's in like the 4th year of the game, and they're still releasing content. Like, I mean, fucking, was it that Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right? Like, they're still putting stuff into that game. I haven't played it. I don't know anything about the game. I don't know if it's good or not. But, like, the fact that they're still doing that is sick.
Yeah. Like,
how many games that developers will give, like, a year or two, and then they just don't touch it again?
Yeah. It's too many games these days. And I love, like, with talking about Valhalla, they added in, like, a rogue-like version of the game as well. Like, that like a lot of games are doing, but, like, ways to keep you coming back and playing, that's good. So,
yeah. Well, they recently did the same with Division 2. There's a roguelite area of the game now. So you start with basically nothing, and you slowly have to build up everything. But if you die, you get reset to 0. But yeah, so it's been good. I give Ubisoft shit just as much as everyone else, right? Because like
we all do.
Fuck them for a lot of reasons, but also they do make good games, so I can't really give them
make very good games.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I haven't really been playing too much. I say, as I've also just said, that I played a lot of games, but like I haven't actually been playing a huge amount. I've been trying to do a few other things, but in saying that, I have been enjoying some games. I'm hoping this week to get to play a little bit of Dead by Daylight. With some friends, because I keep seeing like folk I know streaming it or playing it, and I'm like, man, I kind of miss playing it. It was pretty fun. But I only like playing it with friends, like, because at least you don't end up with like toxic players or like people who take the game too seriously and like fucking sweat all the time. It's just like, we're just here to have fun and fuck around. Like, I have to take it so seriously, you know?
You can play ranked in it though, can't you?
Yeah. They have like a online, I don't know if it's like ranked, but it's like a more competitive mode kind of thing. Like it's a lot harder online, because especially when you're like going up against people that really play the game a lot and have like the highest tier skills and all this shit. It's just like, damn, dude, that's Yeah,
I
nah.
I know we play it with my cousins. It is a fucking sick game, but it's like it can be super hard, super hard. So
Yeah,
mm.
no, it really can be. But yeah, I'm hoping to do that, or maybe some Deep Rock Galactic or something, because Deep Rock's on sale at the moment and it's good fun. But yeah. Other than that, Mitch, is there anything else you want to touch on before we get to some news?
I was gonna say no, because I haven't really like played a lot. I'm just like now I kind of want to, because like PlayStation Plus have a lot of the games you've been talking about through Ubisoft, because good old I think it's partnered with, and even like the good old Game Pass, they've all partnered with that Ubisoft Plus subscription.
Yeah.
And it's like mainly after like, because we'll touch on it, Ubisoft haven't really gone into doing a huge amount for the next year. Their showcase was a little underwhelming. It's kind of great because a lot of the games we're talking about, people can pick up super cheap. Yeah. Like they're super cheap, they're easy to access, they're supported, they're a lot of fun. Yeah,
I mean, I think Division 2 is on sale at the moment on Humble Bundle for like $30.
Yeah.
It's at like 70% off. But I got it on Humble like a month ago, maybe, and it was like $14.
Yeah, okay. That's crazy.
You can find codes online for like the same price, or you can find like Breakpoint and Wildlands for like $20-$30. Like, and that's for the Ultimate Edition, like with all the all the like cool shit that you can get with it. So it's like it's a kind of a great time to pick up those games if you were ever interested in playing them. But yeah, it's kind of a nice thing, but at the same time, it's like it's sad that Ubisoft hasn't really announced much else as far as like stuff to come out goes. Like they've really, it's not a bad thing that they've slowed down, but like I think the only game that I really like comes to mind was just like Assassin's Creed. Like, everything else, and it's basically just Assassin's Creed 1 again. But like everything else kind of doesn't stand out that much, you know?
Yeah. There's been one of those ones where it's like there's been a bunch, but there hasn't. So, talking about gaming news though, you ready? You ready for all the gaming news?
Yeah, buddy, hit me.
Well, what have you had going on in the gaming news?
So, gaming news.
Because I want to hear you first. Because there wasn't a lot. We touched on most of it. Like, I mean, the other week.
Honestly, the biggest one I want to say is a weird one for me, which was also the Lies of P.
Yeah,
that demo has had like ridiculously high attention and praise, and like a lot of things kind of brought up about, like I keep seeing articles or videos and people have like started speed running the demo and shit. And like it looks great, but that's kind of insane. Like, I mean, the only other demo I can think of that has had that much attention has been like PT.
Yeah. Well, because I haven't actually heard anything about the demo for Lies of P, like, at all. So fill me in.
Yeah, so I don't know if you know, game got announced, I think last year or the start of this year or something. At like a press conference thing. I think it's a Korean game.
Yeah,
I don't remember, but
it's to do with
they
Pinocchio,
announced on the 17th on Twitter that they've had over 1 million downloads. There has been over 170,000 views on people playing it on Twitch. And apparently is top 3 trending worldwide on Twitter as far as like everything goes. The demo itself has a rating on the Xbox Store of 4.3 out of 5, which it's a fucking demo. Like, there are games that have lower ratings that are like AAA amazing titles and shit. And I don't remember who's making Lies of P, but I don't think it's like a huge group. But like in general, it just looks fucking great. Like the game itself is very Bloodborne-y.
Because it's the
Apparently,
Pinocchio
people
one,
have
isn't
been
it?
out modding it. Sorry.
It's the Pinocchio one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
it's
based on
like
Pinocchio.
a Bloodborne-y kind of game. It looks great. It apparently plays really well. It's Pinocchio is a bloody gothic epic in a Souls-like game.
Yeah, yeah.
Like again, for a demo to get that much attention, like I really hope that the game comes out and is as good as this is making it feel and seem and play, because like if so, then holy shit, someone might have outdone FromSoft on their own style of game. Like that's like the biggest news. I mean, at least for myself, just because like I love those kinds of games. But there is also like huge amounts of sales happening at the moment. That's personally what I'm more interested in, just because I have a crippling addiction to buying shit I will never play.
Yeah.
I think we both share that.
We do both share that.
Because like I know that the Spider-Man remaster for PC is like $30 at the moment. I know that Humble is having like ridiculous sales on pretty new games, like Ghostwire. I think is like $16 or something. Like a whole lot of really cool stuff. But yeah, that's been more my news, because like I keep an eye out more for that kind of stuff. But I think Alan Wake also has its proper release date given.
It did.
Yeah. Yes,
it definitely did.
Right.
Had a trailer for it.
October 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember they showed the like teasers, but they didn't have a date on it, and now it's actually like available. So October 17th. I'm really looking forward to that. Diablo 4 is apparently killing it at the moment.
Absolutely killing it. It's a game that I want to play, but
I have friends that I used to play Destiny with who have stopped playing Destiny to play Diablo 4. Like they were on Destiny every fucking day, and now they're on Diablo 4 every fucking day. So
I've heard really good things. But there was that whole someone like was on a hardcore. It was like IGN covered as like on a hardcore game. They ended up what was it? I gotta remember. They like lost their character practically.
Yeah.
They like loaded in and their character was like dead.
Yeah.
So it's kind of wild. Wild.
There was also apparently rumors of Xbox buying out Activision.
Yeah.
That was another big one. I think that'd be pretty sick. Mm-hmm. But at the same time,
it's been put on hold a lot.
It keeps being put on hold. Like I remember hearing this rumor like a while back, and I'm not gonna lie, for the longest time I thought they already owned them, but then I was like, no way, because Blizzard and like yeah. But I think it would be kind of a good thing for Xbox to own like that entire company.
They're making it super hard for them.
They are
making it super hard for them.
Yeah, because like ever since Bungie left working under Xbox, or Microsoft technically, like the Halo games have just kind of flopped really fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been kind of going on a downward spiral. And I think, like, especially with Call of Duty being as big as it is, like with Warzone and everything, and it would be very beneficial to Xbox to own a company that is making games that are not only sold to a ridiculous scale, but also understand marketing a lot better than 343.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to start throwing shade at 343, but fuck me, man. Those guys don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Throw as much shade as you need, brother. Throw as much shade as you need.
Like, because, like, seriously, man, like, Bungie did Halo 1, 2, 3, Reach, and ODST, right?
Mm-hmm.
All those games, even though Reach retconned certain things from the books, changed a lot of things in the story, they still delivered on a story that was so driven and understood and all this. And then 343 came in and just, like, kind of shit on everything. And that's not a good thing to do when you're, like, touching on someone else's series.
Yeah.
Especially when something is like so established, so grown, so, and like, don't get me wrong, Activision keeps fucking over a lot of things to do with Call of Duty because they keep doing yearly releases, but like, people keep buying it still.
Yeah, they know it's that one of people just, they are fucking things up, but people are there just supporting them. So
yeah, I mean, look, it's the same thing that happened with Ubisoft, right? Where it's like Ubisoft keeps putting their fingers in shit that they shouldn't and keep fucking things up, but at the same time, they're fixing that now and they're improving and they're not doing yearly releases and they're not doing like stupid things. Like they're trying to support things a lot more, and it seems like Activision's understanding it and doing the same thing, and they're trying to like get the most out of every series before they start moving on to a new one and a new one and a new one, while still also doing pretty consistent releases. But like still supporting things like Warzone's bringing them in ridiculous sums of money.
Huge amount of money.
I'd say that's almost on par with like Fortnite level of like bringing in huge amounts. So if Xbox manages to get their hands on it, I wouldn't see that as a bad thing for Xbox. Like, especially again, Sony keeps buying up huge companies. They keep buying insanely good companies. So it wouldn't be a bad thing. But yeah, other than that, man, what news you got?
I got a bunch of news. That's why when you were talking before, I've been kind of just going through and writing up my notes. So that's why I probably seemed a little distracted, but there's a bunch I kind of want to touch on because there's heaps that has happened. Because last we spoke, we didn't speak about Xbox or Ubisoft, did we? We were just waiting for that to come out.
Yeah, that was happening, I think, like the day after. Or that morning or something. So
yeah, so I'm just going to start off with a couple of basic ones that I just think are really cool to keep your eye out for. One is that I think this is going to be a free-to-play game. It's from a really cool development team, and they've just kind of announced a closed alpha teaser trailer through Steam, but it's called Arc Raiders. I think I've spoken about it once before on the podcast, so that dropped about 2 days ago. Highly recommend having a look at that. I can link it if we need to. But yeah, that looks super, super fun. I'm trying to, that's why I was like figuring it out. I've jumped onto Steam. That's why I was looking at Steam earlier, and I'm trying to figure out how to get access to the playtest.
Yeah, you might have to go through like their website or something.
I've got it on here that it's like you've requested access. Keep your eye out on an email notification from Stream when the developer is ready to accept more participants. So I've done that, but I'll have a look. Really, really cool game.
I signed up for something as well, similarly. It might have actually even been the same game. I'm still waiting for access to it as well. So
yeah, it looks really cool. It's kind of going on top of like, I think you could compare it to Marathon, but it's going to be a third-person PvP. So PvPvE extraction shooter set in the lethal future Earth. Sign up for playtesting now. There's a bit more to it, but it looks really, really cool. So that's just had a little bit of a drop. Kind of after everything, it was really quiet. They just released it about 2 days ago. So another one is good old EXE Killer. Had official gameplay reveal trailer. That's a very big wish-listed Blade Runner-esque game. That kind of under the radar dropped a reveal trailer. That looks cool. I think the world setting looks the coolest. The combat looks very... It looks very like a B-grade game that it is. Hopefully the idea is great and it kind of gets picked up and they get some support. I think that's the coolest thing with kind of where we're moving with indie studios. That, yeah, I know people want to do it themselves, but we've never really had people that jump in and like help smaller teams sometimes. Like, so it'd be cool now with Unreal Engine 5 if there's like people that see that this is a really cool idea and offer like help and support, or I don't know how. I'm going to just start listing off a bunch of things. Dead Cells, the animated series official teaser trailer. That looks really, really cool. I love Dead Cells, the game. So to see them going to an animated TV series looks great. So that was a little bit exciting. And then pretty much gets into now all the fun stuff from Ubi and Xbox. That I will admit, a little underwhelming. We had Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty that I'm super excited for. We've got a release date for that, and we've got some more information, practically reworking the game. The biggest one for me, but I don't want to get too hyped for it. I kind of knew and was expecting to see stuff from Ubisoft with this, but Avatar Frontiers of Pandora has release date announced and first gameplay reveal. Practically looks like Far Cry set in Avatar. That cool. We're okay with that. They know what they're doing. They're playing it super safe, I think. I don't think that's a bad thing that it's like that. We had Star Wars Outlaws that we had teased at the start of the game. I don't know. Was it the start of the Summer's Game Fest? And then they did more of a reveal at the actual gameplay reveal that was good. Prince of Persia had a cool cinematic trailer plus a bit more of a gameplay overview. There's Assassin's Creed codename Jade that they did more of a teaser for. I think you can sign up. That's the Ubisoft mobile game. And then another one that I thought you might be excited for, but when I say that, I don't think many people would be too excited for it, would be the Division mobile game.
I had a couple friends sign up for the beta, and it's apparently basically just like low graphics Division on phone. Like it's just the Division.
Okay.
It's none of this like mobile. Oh yeah, click and play. Like they show the ad for it, and then it's literally just like a fucking, I don't know, dice game or some shit. Like it's literally a actual just Division. Like it's gives you like all the controls on the screen. You can go around, take cover, shoot over cover.
That's cool.
Run around, do missions. It's like, yeah. So I think it's pretty sick. I think it's really, really cool. But at the same time, not for me. I'm not really a mobile phone game kind of guy. Yeah. Like it's more so I don't like having games on my phone because it distracts me from doing other things that I should be doing.
Yeah, true.
But yeah.
Apart from that, we did have a couple of cool games that were kind of announced through Xbox. So they're doing a second flight simulator that looks really cool. We saw a little bit more of Hellblade 2. That looks stunning. I think that game's using Unreal Engine 5 fully. Super, super excited about that. Hellblade 2, that whole story, if you play the original one, incredible. Very, very nerve-wracking sometimes, like anxiety provoking. So very excited to see what they do with that. One game that I was super, super excited about, it looks incredible. And I don't know, the thing that I got really confused with is I don't know if it's connected to BioShock at all. I don't think it is, but it looks super BioShock, was the Clockwork Revelation. But it's done by a completely different studio. They're a great studio, but it's done by In Exile Entertainment that I don't think ever touched BioShock. From what I know, In Exile Entertainment has been doing really, really massive things with all their bloody...
I know they did the Wasteland series. That was a pretty...
Yeah, that's what I was going to start saying. They did more fucking overhead. What do you call it? Kind of like Path to Exile. Path to Exile. Yeah.
Like top-down RPG kind of strategy turn-based style games.
Yeah. So like you said, Wasteland. They did that. They did the Bard's Tale that I'm pretty sure is like very similar. They've done a bunch of stuff. So it looks really different for them. Like it looks very different to the type of games that they're doing. But looks a lot of fun. Very BioShock.
Very BioShock Infinite, yeah.
Yeah, super BioShock Infinite. I thought it was going to be like a new BioShock game, and then I was like, what the hell? So that was really cool. That was super exciting. We had The Crew 2, not the Crew 2. Sorry, it's called something else now. There is a Crew 2. The one based in Hawaii. What's that called? What is that one called? Where are we at?
Crew Motorfest?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Crew Motorfest. Oh, cool. We had like Assassin's Creed Mirage. Like there was a bunch of stuff, but like not a huge amount. So it was
It was a bunch of things, but none of them really stood out.
Yeah. The only thing that I will admit, and everyone's going a little crazy with it, and I think it is worth doing, and it's going to end the talk on the game news because there was a funny review that came out for it, was good old he's gone blank for a second. Starfield.
Yes.
Because there was a review that came out that gave it like a 0 on Metacritic, and then it was removed and it got picked up in articles. But the full presentation for that afterwards, the Starfield Direct, did look really cool. I think I'll wait. That's one I feel like you definitely have to wait until maybe like 2 weeks after the game's been released just to see. Let people really get their teeth and get themselves into it. Looks really, really cool. Very much looks like No Man's Sky, but like Bethesda. I've never been a big Bethesda game fan, mainly meaning like the Skyrim, Fallouts, that style of RPG I really struggle with. But it looks cool, so I'm going to hold out. I enjoyed Skyrim. I really struggled with the Fallouts. So I'm excited to see. But like I said, I'll probably wait until 2 weeks after it's released. But yeah.
No,
there was a bunch of smaller indie games. I won't touch on everything. Most of you guys are following it. Another one I'm really excited for, but I'm banned from playing those games, was City Skylines 2. I saw that and was like, holy, that fucking looks so good. But
I had a lot of fun with the first City Skylines. So
it's so much fun, man. Holy, I'm fucking but I'm banned from him, and that one looks so good. Like it actually looks so good. Like it looks a little too good. Yeah. But he's banned. So, fuck. I'm like going over the trailer now, and I'm like, fuck, so cool. But yeah. I'm pretty sure that's everything, really. So
that's good, man. Well, It's been some pretty great news, honestly, in the last couple of weeks. There's also been some underwhelming news, obviously, with like the Xbox, Microsoft, Ubisoft, even the Sony one for like the most part. Like I love Sony because like they own.
I'm becoming a Sony fanboy. I told you that.
But even then, like, it really does feel like without E3 being a thing, everything's just like real underwhelming.
Yeah, it's good. The Summer Games Fest, I got to give them a lot of credit. I am enjoying it. Good on you, Jeff Keighley. Thank you for being a bit of a legend. But it is very underwhelming. There's like a bunch of cool games that are coming out, but there's nothing to really get too excited for. And it's a lot of stuff that we kind of knew. There was nothing really new there. There was a couple of new titles that kind of like poked their head out, and I was like, oh, this could be super exciting. But like really, most of it we kind of expected. So that's not the end of the world. Sorry, I just got off.
Oh, it's all good.
Talking to my back to the microphone. It's one of those ones where I have said, and we've been talking about it since the start of this podcast, and we'll probably be talking about it until the start of next year in the next Summer Games Fest, is now that they do directs and stuff and everyone's trying to get used to Unreal Engine, a lot of people are trying to redevelop now because there's so many new tools. We've seen how far games have come. The biggest thing from that would be looking at the PC gaming show. There wasn't a huge amount for that, but like the Invincible, I think it's called, looked stunning, looked absolutely incredible. So we're getting to this point where games are just, even like from what I've heard with Phantom Liberty, that like Cyberpunk has always been known to be this gorgeous, stunning game, and even now it's looking even better. And that's been 3 years since that game's come out. So everyone's just starting to get a lot more comfortable with this. So I feel like we'll be getting games that will, like with the Avatar, I feel like that's going to be a really good game. They'll kind of play it safe. They know what they need to do. And like with Ubisoft, they'll support that game for the next 3 years or so. We'll probably get in a year or 2 years like another visual upgrade as they're working through things. They'll probably do like a second version of that game. So I feel like a lot of companies are just trying to get decent things out there to hold us on. And then we'll be expecting some huge things down the line. So yeah.
No, definitely. Before we finish with game news, I just want to say, I have been excited for Payday 3 for a very long time. Now, that excitement has now turned to sadness because of a few small things that have come out about how the game is going to look. And yes, it's going to be an Unreal. It's going to look beautiful, all that. At launch, it's going to have a shit ton of microtransactions. They are reintroducing weapon skins from the start. It's only going to come with 3 maps. It's going to come with 6 heisters, which, yeah, that's cool. But 3 maps, they're already being like, oh, yeah, buy the Ultimate Edition to get all the content to come out and all this shit, right? There isn't going to be, in my opinion, enough there to make that game worth getting, especially with the microtransactions and especially with how they approach things like DLC, where they release, in my opinion, way too fucking much when they need to just dial it back and like do it rather in larger packs or whatever it may be, right? If they want to keep doing individual, it has to be low price. It can't be $20-$30 for a fucking 1 map. You know, like it's ridiculous. It's the same problem that a lot of people have with Hunt Showdown. That a lot of people have with a lot of games where it's like you keep releasing skins and you keep charging a lot of money for skins, but it's just skins. Like you're not, you know. And with Payday, it's shaping up to basically be the same thing, where like they removed microtransactions from Payday 2 and like the whole vault system and all that shit because of how much backlash they got. And instead of learning from that, they've decided to do it again. And I understand, yes, you know, it might be the way that they try to like build support. That's how they keep their company afloat, all this stuff. But if that's the case, you need to reassess how the company works. You need to reassess like financial things, all these things that go into it, because it's not a good sign in this day and age to be, you know, telling people, hey, the game is only going to be $60, but you gotta spend, you know, $80 in fucking content to actually get what's supposed to be at launch.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
It's kind of fucked. And then again, weapon skins and stuff, like I get it. They want to add that little bit of extra thing to get some extra cash there, and like people like skins. You can add a way to get it in the game without making people have to spend more money.
Yeah.
And again, a lot of fucking games do this, and it really, like, I get it. It's how they make that extra little bit of cash. Dead by Daylight does it. I think Deep Rock Galactic does it. Like,
there's a lot that do it.
Dude, all the Ghost Recon, like Ubisoft is a huge problem with that.
Yeah.
Like Red Dead as well, their online died because everything was so expensive because they were trying to push you to buy their online currency. They did the same thing with GTA Online. Like, there's a reason why people have a problem with all these things. And it's the same reason why a lot of people hack in these games. And it's because it's so ridiculous of a thing to try to, like, drive up how much people spend when you're also already charging a lot of money for a game.
Yeah.
Like, yes, keeping a game alive nowadays isn't the cheapest thing. You need servers and all this stuff, and there's a lot of time and effort and everything goes into it. But it's also not a good sign when you are like months from release and are already showing that microtransaction currency is available.
Yeah.
Like, that is not a good sign. That is like a massive red flag for any video game. And
it's happening too often, though, like you said.
that's the thing. It happens so much in so many games, and it's really really sad. And they may or may not be providing help for modding as well. Like apparently they want to try to restrict people from modding for the first while of the game to try to like you know do whatever they want
They
behind the
probably
scenes
they
and stuff. And
well, it's probably so that they can make money off it as well. Like that's why they'd probably do it.
I think it's more so because the modding scene is very important in the payday uh, uh, area generally. But I think it's more to do with they want to try to stop people from building hacking tools,
Yeah.
which I understand. I mean, I don't like playing any game with hackers in general, right? I've
Mm.
modded in the past. I've done that shit in the past. I, but I never do it in a competitive way or in a trolling way or in a way that would like disadvantage other people or in a way that would just do it for like shits and gigs. Like I like using cheats in games, yeah, because it's a fun little thing that I remember from when I was like a kid playing PlayStation One games. You know, you
Mm.
go on like a fucking cheat website and you find like a list of, you play like the old GTAs or whatever. And you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh
You
yeah,
pop
give
them all
yourself
in.
guns and money, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why a lot of websites and a lot of tools don't work online. And when it's a game that is supposed to be PvP, but you can very easily create tools to spawn mobs to like kill players to do like
Yeah.
it immediately drives fan base away. And again, I understand it. But at the same time, if you are making a game so hard to play without needing to constantly pay money or make it disadvantageous to play without having spent $40 on fucking weapon stuff,
Mm.
again, reassess your game, take a
Yeah.
step back, figure because there's a reason why Red Dead Redemption is just full of people that hack now.
Yeah.
Like the online mode is dead except for people that have hack tools.
Hacking and
Because
stuff like that.
genuinely, you go into any lobby and you're immediately going to get trolled. You're going to have people turning on invincibility, throw you in cages, attach things to you,
Yeah.
like fucking copy all your stats or whatever shit. And like, it becomes to the point where, and this was like a huge problem that was in Payday 2 for a long time. And instead of trying to fix the problem, they just tried to like sugarcoat it by
Yeah.
basically putting a cheater tag on anyone that was like reported for it.
So
But
you just know you join a lobby and it'll be like, this person's a cheater. It's like, cool.
yeah, but like that doesn't help it. Like you're not helping. You're just slapping a band-aid on it and calling it a day.
Yeah.
If you want people to not hack, if you want people to do these things, there are better ways to approach it. But whatever, it is what it is. But it does definitely make me a bit sad for the game. I'm probably going to give it about a year before I decide to pick it up at this point.
Mhm.
Which again breaks my heart. I had very high hopes for the game when they showed the trailer. I was like, oh yeah, this is looking a little rough around the edges, but I mean, it's not even an alpha yet. It's
Yeah.
not even in like testing it. This is still conceptual build point still. Like they're still
Yeah.
working on the game, so like it's fine. I can give it a pass. At least it's all in-game footage. The animations look great, so I'll give it a pass. But yeah, I don't know. It's just sad. That's like
Yeah, I wasn't going to ask about it. I was like, do we bring it up or not? But yeah, it's one of those ones, dude. So,
yeah. But let's move on to some movies, huh?
yeah, what have you been watching?
I have been watching, for whatever reason, a lot of cowboy movies.
Okay. Yeah.
So, I think it started because I like rewatched Django, and then I watched like 310 to Yuma. I watched was it the assassination of Jesse James? I watched God, I'm trying to remember the names of these things now. It was like a newer one called Concrete Cowboy. I watched like uh fuck. I'm trying to remember the names. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I watched like a bunch of old like spaghetti westerns and stuff. So with a friend, we've been working on a song, and it's like a cover of a song but the original song uses a sample from like an old Western movie. So I think that's just kind of like kicked in that like, hey, you should watch these movies again.
And then that's what made you.
Yeah. So I've just like gone down that route. And I've honestly, man, I love those movies, you know, they're just great. Like I tried to watch there's a Michael J. White movie that's on, I think it's on Netflix. Because I like that dude. I met him in person. Trying to remember the name of it. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like I started watching it and I'm like, fuck, dude, you just like this is just every action movie trope in one movie. Like it's just fucking so over the top, like special operations dude who just like tries to live a normal life and now he gets dragged back in because like his friend died and then they start. It's just so many fucking tropes, and I'm like, man, I can't do this right now. Cowboy movie.
Trying to just like.
It's like when you like write a story in like high school and it's just the edgiest shit and you're trying to like, and I'm like, nah, man, I just want to watch the fucking Quick and the Dead. I just want to see like people get quick drawn. That's it, and call it a day. Yeah, that's been good. What about yourself, man? What you been watching?
Well, I finished setting up the new TV. So that's looking sick.
Yep.
It is
looking amazing.
It's looking really cool, a little too cool. But yeah, watched Avatar: Way of Water on it. Fell asleep during it, so that was sick. We finished because we spoke about it the other night. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I finished the True Story. Watched it with Kat. Watched the whole way through that. It was good. 7 episodes. I don't know. I feel like I was like slightly disappointed. I don't know if it was just I had really high expectations for it. And I remember like going, oh, this was really, really cool. Like, but no, I don't know. I was like a little disappointed with it. But like enjoyed it a shit ton. Yeah. What else have I been watching? Well, I'll touch on why, because you watched it. I kind of was comparing it to that. I love Nightcrawler. True Story, and I feel like the ending was just a little bit more like anticlimactic than like not as like they did a good job, but I didn't feel like it was as engrossing.
Definitely felt a bit rushed.
Yeah,
because like there's so much build up, there's so much, but then that ending is just kind of like underwhelming. Yeah, it was a little underwhelming, but I still really enjoyed it. Like I'm not taking away from like that at all. Still really, really enjoyed it. But I was just like a little like, could have been a bit better. I kind of called it as well. Like as soon as I started watching it, I was like, it's a setup, isn't it?
Yeah. I kind of picked it up as well. Like I was like, this is definitely a setup. I was like, but no, it was good. It was really good. Like I don't want to make people from not watch it. It was actually kind of slapped hard. Yeah, man. But I don't know. Like I just remember being like a little bit like, oh, I expected a little bit more from it. But apart from that, not a huge amount. Have you seen Spider-Man yet?
I'm still waiting for the fluid in my right ear to drain so I can actually go and properly enjoy it.
Yeah.
I have to watch it at home. I can at least not partially deaf in my right ear.
Yeah. No, apart from that, I've just been really vibing, watching a lot of other movies. Watched Lilo and Stitch the other night. Just watching like old school films. I've got a TV mounted in my room, so I've been watching like a bit of stuff on that as well. So, but really, there hasn't been a huge amount. I'm just getting excited for like Barbie, Oppenheimer, like a bunch of films coming out. I really want to go see the new Flash in cinema. But then I want to rent. Like, I still need to rent Super Mario, do that type of stuff. So no, I'm like, there's a bunch that I kind of need to watch, but also I'm like, I'm not rushing out to watch it. So, but no, like been chilling. Been chilling.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. That is real good.
But apart from that, not a huge amount. I'm trying to think. Is there another series we started? I started Beef, but I didn't get hugely into that. So,
yeah, I've been meaning to watch that as well, but I started watching the first episode and I thought it was all right, but I don't know, I wasn't too into it at the time that I got to. So, yeah, maybe I'll give it another try and see how we go.
Yeah, there's a bunch that I kind of want to like watch, but also I don't really need to be watching. So, there's a few that I just need to like get into and rent. But yeah, apart from that, we've been chilling.
Movie news, I don't really have any this week.
There's not a lot. That's what I mean. Like it's we went through a bit of
a few like releases and like little things, but that's kind of it.
A couple of cool trailers, but nothing like over the top. So yeah. The biggest thing I'd be saying is what trailer that I saw that came out the other day. It looked like really good. Can't remember what it was. Can't remember what it was. Let me just try and jump onto.
Because I know apparently
it's a series. It was a series. It was a series. The only exciting news. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Fuck, where is it? It's a series. I think it's going to be a series. I don't think it's going to be a film. Carl's Date. Pixar and Disney's Carl's Date official trailer. So from Up, Up, Carl, the old man.
Yeah.
He goes on a date, bro. And it's like kind of the cutest. It's like a little teaser or it's like a little trailer. I don't know if it's going to be a series or a movie, but he's like so nervous. And mainly because the start of that movie always makes me cry because like, fuck me, tears. Like to see them like, I don't know. I think it's a really cute concept for Disney to be doing that. I don't think we've ever seen like an old person try to like fall back in love. So I'm really excited for that. I don't know if there's just like my little hopeless romantic side in me and like that film really just like gutted me at the start. But I saw that and I was like, fuck, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the waterworks. But yeah, Carl goes on a date. So watch the little teaser trailer. It looks like super cute. But nah, there's just something about me that's just like, yeah, I'll probably cry the whole way through that thing. Bro, don't laugh. It's because you remember the start of Up.
Dude,
you remember the start of Up.
I would fucking cry too.
Well, you remember the start of Up. Like Up, the start of Up will always literally it just makes me cry. Like even just thinking about it, bro, it just makes me fucking cry.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like I laugh because I will 100% cry as well.
He turns into a grumpy old man. Dude, he's so like cynical on life. He doesn't want to help anyone. He didn't have the chance to have kids. His partner that he loved passed away. It's just like, fuck me, bro. And now it's like him going on a date. Like he's got Doug and he's going to try and go on a date. It's just like, I don't know. It's kind of cute. It's kind of like, I don't need this in my life. But yeah, apart from that, swayed up.
No?
Side up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Apparently, Day Shift, which is a pretty cool movie. Jamie Foxx vampire movie.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's getting a sequel.
Oh, really? I enjoyed that. That had Snoop Dogg in it.
Yeah, it did. It did. He was a cowboy with a minigun. It was pretty great, honestly.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that film.
Yeah, so apparently, they're kind of thinking of doing a sequel. It's been pitched, and apparently a little bit of an update was it might actually happen. It sounds to be pretty promising at the moment, so hopefully so. There's apparently Edge of Tomorrow 2 as well. It is still in the process of being made, but it apparently is going to happen. So that's pretty cool. I actually quite like that movie. Tom Cruise as a person is a piece of shit, but his movies kind of do slap, I gotta say.
Yeah.
John Wick 4 is still doing fucking amazing, but apparently won't come to streaming for a little while.
Okay.
Other than obviously the like paid rent early kind of thing, for it to actually be on streaming. It's probably not going to be coming anytime soon. And my favorite news, the Flash movie apparently has the lowest DC Universe score of any movie that has come out on any of the DC movies from what I've seen. Which is not a good sign. It's apparently flopped like way below box office of even Black Adam, which did not do well. So that's not a great sign. I think a lot of people are very much taking it in their own hands to hold Ezra Miller fucking responsible for the crimes he's literally committed. And just like the boycott is going strong because a lot of people are not going to see it, and that's probably a good thing because fuck that guy. But at the same time, I'm curious to see what they do with that movie because the Flashpoint saga has always been one of my favorite of the DC comics. I've always thought it's really, really cool. I love the animated movie they did years back. So like I'm curious, but at the same time, I'm probably not going to watch it until it's on streaming. And I don't know if you've seen, but Extraction 2 is on streaming now. Okay. And apparently going really fucking well. It's at the top of Netflix's like worldwide charts. And they've already been like, cool, Extraction 3, we're going to fucking do it. And I'm like, okay.
I need to watch Extraction. I enjoyed the first one.
Fresh? Yeah, I did too. Honestly, I thought it was really fucking cool. Watching like the behind the scenes stuff of it as well was kind of insane. So I'm really, 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 really curious to see how the second one is, and then really surprised that they immediately are already like, yeah, we're doing a third one. So
yeah, I'm surprised.
Also, I'm super surprised. What was it? There was something else I was going to say, but I don't remember. Toy Story 5, apparently.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I think that's pretty much it. Like, I wish there was some other cool news, but I think that's kind of it. Everything else is just kind of in a weird spot.
Yeah.
Like, the Fast movies keep doing dumb shit and keep bringing dead people back. And I don't want to fucking spoil things, but like, fuck those movies.
Yeah.
Because, like, don't worry, it's gonna be the last movie. The last movie is gonna be 3 movies. Like, dude, just fucking stop.
Yeah. We're literally just.
Yeah. Barbie, that's all I'm saying. I'm just looking forward to Barbie. Oppenheimer couldn't give a fuck about. Barbie, 100%.
I'm excited for Oppenheimer. I'm gonna give my homie.
Dude, he's gonna literally flashbang you in the theaters, apparently.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Like, oh my god.
I'm fine to get flashbanged. Yeah, that.
According to was it an interview with, I think it was Christopher Nolan, they wanted to show you the experience of like a nuke going off as much as possible. So they're quite literally going to flashbang you in the theaters, and I feel like that's just gonna burn out. Like that movie is going to single-handedly destroy more IMAX projectors than anything.
True. Very, very, very true.
But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as I've got. Yeah. Could be a new Spider-Man movie coming soon as well.
Oh, really?
Apparently. Could be. I don't know. They're apparently again in talks. Because they said, was it Sony sets new release dates for November 2024 and June 2025 with 2 movies to come out that are based around Spider-Man. Or Spider-Man based things. So it could be, hopefully, another Marvel based Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Or it could be another animated Spider-Man, which would be also fucking sick. I would love that so much. It could be a spin-off movie. It could be anything. So, yeah. Also, I don't know if Deadpool also had its release date like fully announced.
I don't think it did.
It's apparently the 3rd of May 2024. So I don't know how true that is. I'm just seeing it written here. So hey, that could be cool. I'm holding no breath for that. I love the Deadpool series. It's been great. But at the same time, I don't know, man. Sequels tend to wash things down a lot.
Well, there's like a bunch of them that are like, and that's the thing. Like, Spider-Man, I won't talk on, just because I won't talk on that. But with all the other Marvel ones, it's like they've done really good jobs with them, and I know they are doing a 3rd one, aren't they, for Deadpool? That's already been like announced and stuff. Because it was like they're bringing Wolverine into it. But I don't know. It's just like. Yeah, I don't know. Marvel, I've just fallen off on. But even DC, like I say, I need to go see Flash, but I'm like, I'm not really, like, it's not the end of the world.
I mean, go watch it if you want to watch it, man. Like, nothing wrong with it. I just want to say, really quick, right? Like, I don't like Ezra Miller. I think he's a piece of shit. He's a literal criminal. But at the same time, if
they're
people
doing
can,
another one with him, aren't they? They've already said.
Probably. But, like, just fucking, like, if you want to go watch a movie, right? Like, if you want to play a game, play a game. It's the same deal that was with the, it was a Wizard game, right? Where a lot of people were like up in arms talking all this shit, but like went out to buy it just as much. Like, so just if you want to watch the movie, go watch it. Don't let anyone shame you. Don't shame anyone. Let people enjoy what they want to enjoy. This is a personal message to everyone out there. Go enjoy what you want to enjoy. If a person is a piece of shit, they're a piece of shit. That doesn't mean that you can't still enjoy what that piece of shit makes. Like I was saying before, Tom Cruise, absolute piece of shit. I still love the Mission Impossible movies.
You'll still go watch them and enjoy them, so.
I'd still watch them. I wanted to watch fucking Top Gun in IMAX. I still do, but like, I don't have money. But he's still a piece of shit. So
I went to Top Gun a lot of times.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I'm not gonna fucking hold people accountable for like dumb things like that. Like, just go watch it. You can still very much admit Ezra Miller is a piece of shit, and that's totally fine. Just as much as like, everyone else is a piece of shit in Hollywood. That's just how it is. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm not saying that to like give people a pardon. It's more just you can still watch things.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. Go enjoy content.
Well, I'm gonna go enjoy Flash.
Yeah,
I've heard good things about it. So, and it's got Michael Keaton. It's got Michael Keaton in it.
That's the only part I actually cared about. As soon as I saw him in the trailer, I was immediately like, I want to see this.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to hit on before we end up for today?
Not really. I'm about to head to EB Games and potentially buy some games for the PlayStation that I definitely shouldn't. Yeah, but apart from that, like, yeah, EB Games has a bloody sale on at the moment. We love that. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah, I might pick up, like I was saying, Dying Light, but apart from that, yeah, not at all. Not at all.
Awesome. All right.
Yeah. Well, everyone can just go fucking game, Go do some gaming.
Go fucking do something.
Go have some fun.
Yeah. Go do some shit. Go play some games. Go watch a movie.
I want to hear what you guys have been up to.
Yeah.
I do.
Hit us up. Twitter, Instagram. I'd say Facebook, but no, don't.
Who uses Facebook these days? Let's be real.
Yeah. Who uses Be Real these days?
Okay, bro. What the fuck? I like Be Real. I like Be Real. What the hell? Who uses Snapchat these days, bro? Come on. Snapchat. Who the fuck uses Snapchat these days? Actual 12-year-olds, bro.
It's not even good for sending nudes or anything, bro. It's trash.
What the fuck? How? No, we don't talk about that. We're good Christian boys here. We don't be doing any of that type of stuff.
I'm very... Anyway, no, for real, get out there, go do some stuff, enjoy yourselves. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Maybe not Facebook, but Instagram, Twitter, Titan Z, or at Titan Z, X Artemis,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Catch You
me.
Fuckers next week or later this week, technically. But
That's
yeah.
me.
Anyway.
Yeah. We'll figure that out. You and I will discuss that.
We need to like have a proper scheduled day in.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out. But yeah. Peace.